2 months ago, I started a new adventure, a Get Good adventure. I call this series Road to Level 10 because level 10 is the highest level available on Faceit, but for those who don't know, you keep stacking elo once you reach level 10. There is roughly 150 elo between each rank, and you win or lose 25 elo per game in average. Once you reach level 10, your level doesn't go up anymore, but your elo does. As an example, someone like Monezi is level 10, just like me. But he's got 5,400 elo and not like me at all. So how's the journey going? What did I learn? Let's talk about it right after a word from today's sponsor. Because I'm afraid of getting hacked, I use random passwords on every website, and well, because I'm an idiot, I forget those passwords so I can never log in again, and I need to use the lost password feature every other week again and again and again. If you're like me and you realize we're in 2022, so there must be a better solution, there is, and you should think about NordPass. NordPass is an advanced password manager with cybersecurity feature made by the guys behind NordVPN, which I'm sure you've already heard of. NordPass is easy to use and is already trusted by 14 million users worldwide, and it will allow you to store all your passwords in one place without needing to memorize them. It even comes with a data breach scanner to help you verify if your passwords have been compromised. Speaking of which, your data is encrypted, which means that even the team at NordPass cannot see your passwords, making your life easier as you can synchronize all of your passwords on 6 devices at a time. Take charge of the security of your passwords and use the code Jeff69 and the link you will find below to get 70% off a 2-year plan subscription, and you even get an additional month for free. By never working on my spray or aim, it's become pretty bad. It's also the reason I would default to using the AWP, because I would get a lot more kills and it would be generally easier. But since I'm trying to get good, I can't rely on that anymore. I cannot be lazy. Let's take it back to the basics. What makes a good player? I would say there's a balance to be found in each of us, and it goes like this: positioning, movement, shooting. Now say you have 100 points to spend on your character. If you spend them all into the shooting part, you're gonna be a very good aimer, but you will never know how to move around the map and put yourself in positions where you get to exploit your shooting skills. A good positioning is always almost better than a good aiming. The point is that if you're in good positions, taking duels when they are in your favor, you don't need a flashy aim to make it work. In my case, it's pretty clear I need to improve on all of these anyway, but for the shooting part, here's an example.
One more.
I have
On the right side?
You can shield, you can shield.
He's low, he's low.
So, mechanically, what did I do wrong? I had enough time to shoot enough bullets and I should have killed him. I shot the first bullet in the wall, then I stand up, which messes up my aim already. First one a tiny bit to the left, second one to the right, and then I go for the spray, so I lower my crosshair, but it just won't hit. Why? Well, I recreated the scenario offline and let's compare. As I shoot, my crosshair goes as low as this, plus it's off center. Now on the recreation, my crosshair is here to hit a target there. The distance between those two shots shows it well. I overcompensated, which wouldn't be the first time. So what I'm gonna do about that is working on the short burst of AKs in deathmatch. The goal is to shoot 5 to 7 bullets and relearn to appreciate the distance and the vertical compensation that is needed.
2 weeks later.
Wait.
Oh!
Well, yeah, I only want that because they kept missing their shots and repicking and giving me the duels, but I hit my sprays, so I'm happy anyway. We take those. Point number 2 is to lower your expectations. I would typically only play matchmaking, and this has created a lot of bad habits as well as wrong expectations. If I play matchmaking, I need to hit 30 frags, and if I don't, I will be very unhappy. Because in matchmaking, I'm able to move everywhere on the map and create opportunities in many different positions. That's not the case for this elo on Faceit, where the game has a lot more structure and I'm not allowed to run around and pick frags everywhere. I will get punished most likely. A good example of that is showing in the stats. This is an FPL game supposedly with the best players on Faceit. Per game, they average 23, 18, 19, and then Monezi with 26 frags. But then, what about Kenny? 26, Fury, 26. And I'm coming in there, expecting to hit 30 to 40 every game. That's not gonna work. At this elo, the average player will have around 20 frags per game. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes it will be a bit more because they had good games recently, sometimes it will be less, but that's kind of what you should expect. So again, coming in here with my expectation to drop 30 like it's nothing is unrealistic. Number 3, and I guess my favorite, the solo queue effect. Solo queue on Faceit is nothing but a roll of dice. Sometimes you will get good teammates who wants to win, and sometimes you will have that.
One drive.
Flashing over window. Flashing in the middle. One was ladder. Smoking city. Come. I can flash long if you need. Flashing long.
One low HP.
I'm flashing next.
He's in pit. I flashed for him to go out. He didn't take the duel. Now I'm coming with him. And I'm staying in the open to help him. And look at what happened.
I'm going A.
Bro, fight with me. What the fuck you doing? It's also pretty common to find griefers. Like I said in the previous episode, that was a weakness of mine. This would get me outraged, but it's a bit different now. The solo queue effect really is something, and I noticed that in the first week I would queue 6, 7, 8 matches a day, and at the end of those, I would feel angry and frustrated. Don't get me wrong, I know that I'm a whiny baguette and I complain about everything, but I've been really enjoying the grind of CSGO. I enjoy it, okay? The problem is when you're here to win, and you're surrounded by people who give up round 2 because somehow 2-0 means the game is lost to them, and they would rather troll than actually try to win. They talk shit, they are aggressive, they make so many mistakes, and if it happens 4, 5, 6 games in a row, you're bathing in that environment and you're becoming angry as well. And I've been there. The difference is that now I am able to distance myself from this, and I would like not to focus on that part anymore in my videos. But a month ago you would find me going for the requeue instant, trying to get back the elo I just lost because of that idiot, and then, you know, it's kind of a self-feeding loop, and I realized it's very counterproductive. The fix for me was to play 2 to 3 games maximum and then have a break or be done for the day. But I really felt a major improvement when I stopped requeuing again and again. The thing is, you don't need to work 24/7 to be productive, you just need to work smart. In my case, the more I would play, the more frustrated I would get and the less impact I would have on my games, because you can't be motivated to win for 5 players, and at some point I would also give up and be done with it, leading to a lot of dumb mistakes in my positioning like this duel.
I'm smoking library.
No! Like, I see him, I just need to hit the shot, but my crosshair is nowhere near the right place, and when it swings out, he gets an easy kill on me. Also, when I play too much, my brain goes AFK sometimes, like this one. I'm throwing a Molotov, then a totally useless nade, then I want to throw the smoke in the last tick of the Molotov so it sticks and blocks tunnel. But I time it wrong, the smoke bounces 10 times, and I'm left here, in the open, you know, kind of waiting for it. My brain right now is literally in vacations. Well, what could go wrong? Well, this, for example. And like on this one, I have no one else to blame but myself. My frustration comes from how I perceive things and how I handle them. And I noticed a correlation between how frustrating my teammates are and how many dumb mistakes I do. This one is just a dumb AFK brain, and I can't say this is purely because of my teammates. There's also frustration coming from me and my misplays. When I miss a spray, or miss a timing, or do something wrong, it took me a bit of time to adapt, but I've definitely improved on that. I think right now, as a CS player, I am in my best shape, both in the head and on the server, and seeing the improvement is rewarding. So again, don't get me wrong, I can whine sometimes, it's true, but I am enjoying the grind of CS. Two coming B.
Careful Nick, careful in front of you now. Il flash, il flash.
Ouais, je vais pas.
C'est front pit, back pit, ouais. Nice.
AVP last. Boost.
Play together, together, my boys.
Caps.
Non, là, Jeff, quel round, mais quel round. Oh my, this is hard so much.
So in conclusion, I'm currently at 2,750 elo, and I'm just a few wins away from reaching 3,000, which was my goal, and I'm pretty confident I will get there. But I feel like the way I have built this video doesn't pay justice to how much I've learned on the game. So I will come up with another format in which I will focus on one map at a time, talking about the meta, the mistakes to avoid, giving you tips on positionings and rotations, couple that with a few tricks to get kills, and I'm sure you will like it. Thank you for watching, mon ami Gif, and of course, posture check. You shouldn't push, it is too risky. You should stay right there with me. In front of us, there's an enemy. So I go AD.